In this lesson, we will be learning how to divide whole numbers by mixed numbers. How are we going to go about this? We're going to look at the steps that we follow to divide whole numbers by mixed numbers, and then we'll walk through some examples using the steps described. Now, how do you divide whole numbers by mixed numbers? First of all, we will be converting the mixed number to improper fractions. And then we're going to write the whole number as a fraction with 1 as its denominator. For example, in this case, if you have 4, we're going to replace it with 4 over 1. That's what we mean by that. And then we will flip the numerator and the denominator on the fraction on the right side of the division symbol. Then right after that, we will change the symbol to the division symbol to a multiplication. We'll multiply across the numerators, multiply across the denominators, and then we're going to reduce the fraction to its simplest form, and in some instances you may have to change it back to a mixed number if you want. So let's look at some examples together. So we have evaluate 5 divided by 1 2/3. First step we're going to take here is to convert the mixed fraction to an improper, the mixed number to an improper fraction. So 1 2/3 is going to be equal to 1 multiplied by 3 plus 2 over 3, which is going to give us 3 plus 2 over 3, ends up being 5 over 3. The next thing we're going to do is to convert the whole number to a fraction. So we're going to say 5 is equal to 5 over 1 because we need 1 as the denominator. Now, our question looks like this: 5 over 1 divided by 5 over 3. So what we're going to do now is we have 5 over 1. On the right side of the division, we're going to exchange the numerator and the denominator. So we have 3 over 5, and now we can change this to a multiplication. So this is going to give us 5 multiplied by 3 over 1 multiplied by 5. Now we can see some common factors in the numerator and denominator. So we cross this out. 5 divided by 5, 1. 5 divided by 5, 1. So this is going to give us 1 multiplied by 3 divided by 1 multiplied by 1, which is equal to 3 over 1. And that's going to give us 3. Next example, evaluate 8 divided by 3.5. So our first step is to convert the 3.5 to an improper fraction. So 3.5 is going to give us 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1 over 2, which is 6 plus 1 over 2. And it's going to give us 7 over 2. Next, we're going to convert the 8 to a fraction with a denominator of 1, and so we have 8 over 1. Now, our question is going to look like this. We write it this way: 8 over 1 divided by 7 over 2. So, we're going to go ahead, we rewrite the fraction on the left side of the division. Now, the fraction on the right side of the division, we're going to exchange the numerator and the denominator. So we have 2 over 7. Now we can change this to a multiplication. And then we have 8 multiplied by 2 over 1 multiplied by 7. So there are no common factors here. So we can go ahead and just compute this. So we have 16 over 7. Now we can also convert 16 over 7 to a mixed number. So we have 16, 7. There are 2 7s in 16, so 2 times 7, we have 14. We subtract, we have 2. So this is also the same as 2 over 7. Our next example, evaluate 4 divided by 3 2/3. The first thing we're going to do is convert 3 2/3 to an improper fraction. So 3 2/3 is going to give us 3 multiplied by 3 plus 2 over 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 is 9 plus 2 over 3 is going to give us 11 over 3. Now 4, we're going to convert to a improper fraction. So we have 1 here and 4. So we have 1 as the denominator. Now our question is rewritten as 4 over 1 divided by 11 over 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep what's on the left side of the division sign. Then on the right side of the division sign, we're going to flip them and we multiply. We change the sign to multiplication so that we can multiply across. We get 4 multiplied by 3 over 11. Or rather, that's 1 multiplied by 11. So this is going to give us 12 over 11. And then we can convert that to a mixed number. We have 12 here. We have 11. So there's only one group of 11 in 12. So we subtract. 1 multiplied by 11 is 11. We subtract and we're left with a remainder of 1. So this is also the same as 1 whole number, 1 over 11. Now our final example, evaluate 11 divided by 2, 3 over 4. So we're going to first convert 2, 3 over 4 to an improper fraction. 2, 3 over 4 is going to be 2 multiplied by 4 plus 3 over 4, which is going to give us 8 plus 3 over 4, and we have 11 over 4. Now for 11, we also write it as a fraction with a denominator of 1, so this is what we have, 11 over 1. So now we're going to rewrite the question. We have 11 over 1 divided by 11 over 4. So we leave the fraction on the left side of the division the same. And then the fraction on the right side of the division, we're going to exchange the numerator and the denominator and then change the sign to multiplication. And then we have multiply across 11 times 4 over 1 times 11. We have a common factor here, so let's cross out. 11 divided by 11, we have 1. 11 divided by 11, we have 1. So now we have 1 multiplied by 4 divided by 1 multiplied by 1. This is going to give us 4 over 1, which is 4.